What is up, everyone? I am Chris Knight, and you are watching the Real Review 3000, continuing DC Fandom Week 2021 on the channel. And this, for our third video, we are going to be discussing the Batman. Yes, the Batman. Lots of stuff over the past few years has happened to this movie. It's changed back and forth and back and all that fun stuff. But let's get to it and talk about it really quick. The Batman is an upcoming American superhero film based on the DC Comics character Batman. Produced by DC Films, 6th and Idaho Motion Picture Company, and Dylan Clark Productions, and set for distribution by Warner Brothers Pictures. It is a reboot of the Batman film franchise. The film is directed by Matt Reeves, who wrote the screenplay with Peter Craig, and stars Robert Pattinson as Bruce Wayne Batman, alongside Zoë Kravitz, Paul Dano, Jeffrey Wright, John Turturro, Peter Sarsgaard, Andy Serkis, and Colin Farrell. Set in his second year of fighting crime, the film sees Batman uncover corruption in Gotham City while facing a serial killer known as the Riddler. Ben Affleck, who portrayed Batman in the DCEU version, was set to direct, produce, and co-write this and star in the Batman in 2014, but in 2017 he chose not to direct due to his dissatisfaction with his own script. And Reeves was hired to take over and rework Affleck's story to focus on a younger Batman. He sought to explore Batman as a detective more than the previous Batman films, inspired by the comic books Year One in 1987, The Long Halloween in 96 and 97, and Ego in 2000. Affleck left the Batman entirely in January 2019, and the connections to the DCEU were removed. Pattinson was cast in May of 2019, with further casting later that year. Principal photography took place in the UK and Chicago, lasted from January 2020 to February 2021. The Batman was scheduled for release in June of 2021, but production was delayed between March and September of 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. It is currently scheduled for release in the United States on March 4th, 2022. 2 sequels are planned and 2 spin-off television series are in development for HBO Max. Let's start right there really quick. Why are we planning so much before this movie comes out? The whole fact that it is moved away from the DCU gives me hope with Ben Affleck coming back for the Flash movie that maybe we'll get a Ben Affleck Batman movie. We hope so. I mean, this even might play into just looking for the beginning of Batman, and then he becomes the Ben Affleck Batman. Maybe. I mean, don't get rid of Affleck, please. Don't get rid of Affleck. I mean, if he's going to come back for one movie, just get him back for a couple more, please. And I digress. So let's go watch this trailer and see what we think about it. All right, let's do it. Get the headset on. Ooh, cord. Make sure we don't pull that cord out. And check those sunglasses. And here we go. 3, 2, 1, reaction. I don't know how I feel about the Riddler being a serial killer. I guess all the Batman like comic villains are killers and in a serial sense maybe, but the Riddler always seemed like more of a trickster and a guy to just screw with stuff. Like he'd be a white collar criminal more than anything, I would think.
As a tool.
But I don't know. I mean, kind of like he was in Batman Forever. It's maybe not that corny. I like Jim Carrey's version though.
It's a warning.
I mean, the fight scenes here look really cool, and the fact that he's brutal.
I've been trying to reach you. Find the God! This is about a king, and Riddler's the match.
Yeah, I don't like his Bruce Wayne look. Zoe Kravitz might be pretty good for Catwoman.
Nothing less. I don't care what happens to me.
Colin Farrell was Penguin. I'm not sure about that. I think Andy Serkis plays Alfred.
Take it easy, sweetheart. Hear everything they say.
And I know in the first trailer, when you heard
maybe we're not so different.
The duct tape, it looked like that might be Alfred on the floor and he was duct taping him. The Riddler was. So I'm wondering if he attacks Alfred.
I'm vengeance.
Okay. I kind of do like the car, especially since it's like the first one.
Black and blue and dead all over. You take it.
I got you! I got you!
Interesting. It has that death march sound. Dun, 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 dun. Kind of interesting. I like that. All right, let's talk about it. I mean, when you think about it, it looks like Batman. The fact that we're going back to year 2, why they said it's based off of the year 1 comics, I don't know. But I guess, I mean, it's all about that type of leading up to why he is who he is today. Maybe you could play this off as all prequel-ish. And I guess it works. Again, I love Ben Affleck as the Batman, or as Batman. God, Michael Keaton's my favorite, but that's just kind of nostalgic. It's not necessarily because he was the greatest at it. Ben Affleck really is the part. He did great as Bruce Wayne. He did great as the Batman. And I love the way they portrayed him. And I mean, it just so sorely needs to be a movie for him to do. And even if he's going to be in a Flash, we don't know how much. And maybe he'll be in another one. And just like me with Henry Cavill, I've said this lots of times. I want Henry Cavill back because he is Superman. He loves playing Superman too. What more could you ask for? That was why Christopher Reeves was a great Superman, because he loved playing Superman. But with all that said, this looks like it could be good. I mean, it's really hard with trailers. They're supposed to suck you in, make you want to see the movie, which this does. It makes me want to see the movie. But Robert Pattinson, he's not going to get a lot of time to sell it if you can't do it. And the Bruce Wayne part's going to really be tough because he just doesn't really look like Bruce Wayne. Now, granted, he's young, and in the Christopher Nolan version, I think that young Bruce Wayne felt more like young Bruce Wayne. This one, I don't know. We'll have to see how it plays out. I think he'll pull off the Batman part, but Batman and the actors are always judged really quick. Nobody thought Michael Keaton would do it. And then as soon as he stepped in that role, people were like, ooh, that's awesome. Now, he wasn't the greatest Bruce Wayne, but he was okay. And then you get to, Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer was, okay on both, just not great. And then you had George Clooney, and then you move on to Christopher Nolan, and you move on, to the DCEU, and you finally get to Ben Affleck, which I think is the perfect culmination of all the right parts, all the right ways of doing it. And it works so well. And I think that's because each time that they changed the actor or the way it was portrayed, it just got a little better, and people got an idea of exactly how they wanted to have it done. And he benefited from that. And he does it so well. So, I mean, I'm really thinking that Pattinson's only going to have a little bit of time to really grab people. Fighting scenes, the Batman scenes, I think he'll get that. If he can't play off however many times he's Bruce Wayne, and he can't really sell that I think could hurt the movie. Let me know what you guys think down in those comments below. And hopefully you guys like all 3 of these videos. We're going to have 2 more tomorrow. I think we'll look at the first look of Shazam 2, and then we'll probably be looking at that Black Adam footage stuff. And I can't wait for that. So tune in tomorrow, but check out all 3 videos from today. Remember, I am Chris Knight. This is the Real Review 3000, and I am officially out of here.
Please remember to like, subscribe, and never forget to ring that bell. Follow Chris Knight and The Real Review 3000 on these platforms. For email and Patreon, see the description box below. To reach The Ego, use the Twitter handle @TheEgo5150. We would like to thank the generous members of The Real Review 3000. Those members are Jesse Ritchie, JJ, aka Sith Lord 3827, Lady Tariel, Yvette, Abraham Morales, and Anzo of Bigger Ford Entertainment. Thank you for your support and donations that help us at The Real Review 3000 bring you, the viewer, better content. For more information on how to become a member, click the join button below.